Mercedes-AMG's 2026 GT 4-door EV loses all camouflage, albeit only digitally. Having quite successfully replaced the AMG versions of the retired CLS, insert sad face here, the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe is now in line for a significant refresh. The three-pointed star brand is preparing an entirely new generation, and since tradition doesn't mean much to Mercedes these days, it will be an EV. Yep, you read that right, the successor to the current Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe will be a battery electric vehicle. Our spy photographers recently snapped a prototype in the open, which was fully wrapped in camouflage and fitted with fake plastic cladding. This was an early tester, and chances are that some of the visuals were not production-ready components. Still, it was interesting seeing this model in a premiere and finding out that it will still be a 4-door coupe. Chances are the company will christen it the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door EV, or that's what the rumor mill says, anyway. The vehicle should still have a Panamericana-like, albeit an enclosed one, as there is no internal combustion lump behind it anymore. Flanking it was a set of swept-back headlights. Mercedes-AMG's GT 4-door EV also had flush-mounted door handles for a sleeker profile. As expected from a performance-oriented all-quiet model with a sporty nature, it also had muscular shoulders. The rear bumper and diffuser were likely provisional, and the same can be said about the tail lamps. We wouldn't bet that those wheels would make their way to the final production model either, though we could be mistaken, as they had an aero-like approach, after all. This model seems to be a 4-door sedan, meaning that it doesn't have a liftback opening up into the cargo area that would allow users to haul larger gear. The 2026 Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door EV should have a high-performance battery pack, axial flux motor technology, and yet undisclosed output and torques from the different powertrains available that we will find out about in the coming months in theory, anyway. We recently saw an unofficial take on the car's design, and while Colsa's renderings are also on the unofficial side of things, obviously, they are much more realistic. The pixel manipulator took their time to digitally peel off the camouflage and fill in the blanks with a decent dose of "trust us, brother." We're not particularly fans of the vehicle's front fascia, with the large headlamps, thin light strip, and the large grille positioned further down. The back end's lighting signature kind of makes it look like a Korean model, so as not to mention any names, and the proportions on the sides are quite good. We hope the real thing has different front and rear ends, but we should find out the answer to this question presumably sometime next year. That's when hearsay claims the all-new, and first ever, Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door EV should debut.